Welcome to this episode of The Power of Mentoring, sharing knowledge, creating lasting relationships, with Mentoring Women's Network Board Chair, Allison Martin.
So during the day, I am the Executive Director of the American Lung Association in Indiana. And in that role, and actually in my years of experience, I've worked in various roles within nonprofits for more than 14 years. And I'm often asked what the top leadership lessons or what are the most important takeaways from those years of experience. And I always get involved and I get really passionate about sharing that with other people. The first leadership lesson that I want to share with you is the concept of modeling effective behavior. Modeling effective behavior is so critically important because as a manager, whether you are in a corporation or in a small business, your employees are watching you. They're looking to you for leadership and guidance, and they're going to emulate your behavior. So everything from how you handle your clients to how what time you show up to work, they're going to see that, and that's going to be the most powerful lesson to them. So making sure that you're modeling the behavior that you would want to see in your employees is so critically important. The second leadership lesson I wanted to share today is the importance of doing what you say you're going to do and following through on your commitments. I think we've all had the experience of feeling very overcommitted, and learning the value of saying no to certain requests is something that's extremely imperative, because that is the fastest way to lose your credibility when you commit to things and then don't follow through on them. And so it's so important, everything from how you're teaching your employees to how you're teaching your children, that you are doing what you say you're going to do and following through on the commitments that you make. The third lesson is one that I learned early on, and that is the importance of being vulnerable and being willing to make mistakes, being willing to ask questions. I remember what it was like to be a new manager, and I had the experience of being the youngest manager in that level within my company, and also having a team of people who were all even more experienced and older than I was, and I was very intimidated by that experience. But what it taught me, and in that role, I felt like I needed to have all the answers. I needed to project that I was confident and I knew what I was doing, when in reality, I was very nervous and apprehensive of what I didn't know. And what I've learned in my life and in my experience, both personally and professionally, is being willing to be vulnerable, being willing to ask questions, and also the importance of surrounding yourself with people who may have different talents and levels of expertise than you have is what's going to make you very successful. You don't have to have all the answers, and that's something that is very important for us to remember. I am the board chair for Mentoring Women's Network, and we're an organization of women engaging to help provide knowledge and wisdom and help each other both personally and professionally. To learn more about Mentoring Women's Network, visit www.mentoringwomensnetwork.com. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Power of Mentoring with Allison Martin. For more great information, visit the Mentoring Women's Network website at www.mentoringwomensnetwork.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Indie Biz TV Shows.